This is a look behind the scenes of the public service game Saga. Saga is an online game set in the Viking Age where players compete to make their Viking family the most honorable in a historically plausible game world. The ambition is to let the game and all actions available to the players spring from historical fact and Viking mythology. Everything you do in the game should tell something about the Vikings. The game aims to disseminate Viking Age history in a new way and take both history and the players of the game seriously. We have created the simplest possible MMO game, engaging 2D graphics, simple sound design and an interface inspired by board games. A massively multiplayer online board game with you in the role of fate guiding the choices of the Viking family to help them gain wealth and earn repute. Every family has a farm that needs improvements, ships that need building, and the family sends its brave men and shield maidens out to trade or raid along foreign coasts. Saga is an encounter with the people, gods, giants, sea monsters and a host of other entities from Viking mythology and history. Articles are available for many of the objects, creatures and events, providing interesting tales and historical knowledge of use to the player. First and foremost, Saga aims to be an interesting game, and we have made an effort to appeal to the curiosity of the players and cultivate an interest in exploring the deeper levels of Viking history in the game. An article in Saga should either be interesting or contain information that may help the player succeed in the game. To support this, we have tried to bring a feel to the artwork that is dark and raw, tough and real. The Vikings as rulers of the waves, conquerors, traders and close-knit families. The artwork of Saga is akin to graphic novels. A mature and rough look that we think matches the intended audience of older teens and adults. A cool looking game that you don't feel ashamed to open up in a break at work or in between lectures. Should anyone look over your shoulder, the graphic style will hopefully pique their interest. Silhouettes and sharp shadows helps us achieve another goal, 2D graphics that support the game mood. Simple, low-cost 2D for an MMO game is also an experiment on our part. Another experiment is the interface, where all actions are cards you play in the current view. In this way, we can offer a range of unique actions utilizing simple graphics and reusing card movement and rules. All cards are clickable, providing easy access to a short explanation of the use of each card. The most complex part of Saga is of course the custom-built game server that lets players chat, fight, travel, build farms and roam the world of the Vikings. The world map is drawn and populated at the beginning of each game using elevation data and a number of layers describing population density, culture, religion and their development up through the age of the Vikings. Slowly, the hamlets grow into towns and Christianity envelops the Viking lands. On a smaller scale, the player controls and develops the Viking family, receiving new opportunities from the hand of fate at each solstice. Cards that let him expand the family, goods to trade, and cards to help his Vikings win silver and renown in battle, trade, and at sea. Saga is the entire Viking world and 250 years of history. We try to make history come alive and have focused on the most important historical aspects and the most interesting myths to create an engaging game and an interesting experience. To succeed in Saga is not to read a lot, but acquiring some knowledge from the game's cards and articles help you make better choices than by trial and error. The format and the activity promotes the learning element of the game, as history and knowledge is not an attached collection of tasks, but the basis of all game actions and options. We think we have succeeded in creating an engaging casual learning game, though most players will probably think of it as just a game and not notice that they are in fact learning about the historical Vikings. Saga is available here and is produced by Danish Broadcasting Corporation, SVT and NRK with funding from Norwegian.